What happens if you ejaculate every day? It's a question many men have wondered about but might be hesitant to ask. In a world full of conflicting information, it's hard to know what's healthy and what's not. Is it a sign of a healthy libido? Or could it be too much of a good thing? Today, we're going to tackle this topic head-on. We'll provide a balanced, fact-based look at the science behind daily ejaculation. We won't be giving a simple yes or no answer, because the reality is much more nuanced. Instead, we'll explore both the potential benefits and the possible problems associated with this frequency. We'll start by looking at 5 potential benefits that research suggests could come from ejaculating daily. Then, we'll switch gears and discuss 5 potential problems you should be aware of. By the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer understanding of how this very personal habit can affect your physical and mental health. Let's start with the positives. What are the potential benefits of ejaculating every day? First, it triggers the production of pleasure hormones. When you ejaculate, your brain releases a cocktail of feel-good chemicals. These include endorphins, which are the body's natural painkillers and mood elevators. You also get a surge of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward, and oxytocin, often called the love hormone, which promotes bonding and relaxation. Finally, there's serotonin, which helps regulate mood and contributes to feelings of well-being and happiness. This hormonal release is why you often feel relaxed, happy, and content after an orgasm. Regular release of these hormones can contribute to a better overall mood and reduce stress levels. The second benefit is improved sleep. If you've ever felt sleepy after ejaculating, you're not alone. This is largely due to the release of a hormone called prolactin. Prolactin induces feelings of relaxation and sleepiness, which is why many men find it easier to fall asleep after sex or masturbation. The same pleasure hormones we just discussed, like oxytocin and endorphins, also help reduce stress and promote a state of calm, making it easier to drift off. For someone who struggles with insomnia or restless nights, this natural sedative effect can be a significant benefit, leading to better quality sleep and, as a result, more energy during the day. Third on our list is the promotion of vasodilation, which simply means the widening of your blood vessels. During sexual arousal and orgasm, your heart rate increases and blood flow improves throughout your entire body, not just your genitals. This process helps your blood vessels expand, which is beneficial for your cardiovascular system. Improved blood circulation ensures that oxygen and nutrients are efficiently delivered to all your organs and tissues. Over the long term, this can contribute to better heart health and may even help lower blood pressure. Think of it as a mini workout for your circulatory system. The fourth benefit is one of the most talked about: a decreased chance of prostate cancer. Several major studies have explored this link. The most notable one, a long-term study from Harvard University, followed over 30,000 men for nearly 2 decades. The results published in the journal European Urology found that men who ejaculated frequently, specifically 21 or more times per month, had a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those who ejaculated less often. The leading theory is that frequent ejaculation helps flush out the prostate, clearing it of potentially harmful substances and old cells that could otherwise build up and become cancerous. While it's not a guarantee, it's compelling evidence that regular ejaculation plays a protective role for the prostate. Finally, the fifth benefit is an improvement in your immune system. You might not think of ejaculation as a way to fight off a cold, but some research suggests it can help. Studies have shown that sexual arousal and orgasm can increase the levels of certain antibodies, like immunoglobulin A or IgA. IgA is one of your body's first lines of defense against viruses and bacteria. Furthermore, the stress-reducing effects of orgasm also play a crucial role here. Chronic stress is known to suppress the immune system, making you more vulnerable to illness. By helping to lower stress levels, regular ejaculation can indirectly support a stronger and more responsive immune system, helping you stay healthier overall. Now that we've covered the potential upsides, it's essential to look at the other side of the coin. What are the potential problems or downsides of ejaculating every day? The first potential issue is that it can become a psychological compulsion. It's crucial to distinguish between a healthy habit and a compulsive behavior. If you enjoy ejaculating daily and it doesn't negatively impact your life, it's likely not a problem. However, if you feel an overwhelming urge to do it every day and it starts to interfere with your work, your social life, or your responsibilities, it might be becoming a compulsion. Compulsive behavior is characterized by a loss of control where the act is no longer a choice but a perceived necessity. This can lead to feelings of guilt or shame and may indicate an underlying psychological issue that needs to be addressed. Second, it can be used as an emotional crutch. Many people turn to masturbation and ejaculation to cope with feelings of stress, anxiety, fear, or sadness. The release of pleasure hormones provides temporary relief, making it an effective short-term coping mechanism. The problem arises when this becomes the only way you deal with negative emotions. Using ejaculation as an emotional crutch can prevent you from developing other more sustainable coping strategies like exercise, meditation, or talking to a friend or a therapist. It masks the underlying problem without actually solving it, which can be detrimental to your long-term emotional health. The third potential problem relates to fertility, a decrease in the quantity of sperm in the semen. Your body needs time. To produce and mature sperm, production is constant, but a full recharge can take around 72 hours. When you ejaculate daily, your body doesn't have enough time to replenish its sperm reserves to maximum levels. This results in a lower sperm count per ejaculation. For most men, this isn't a problem. But if you and your partner are actively trying to conceive, ejaculating every day might reduce your chances of success. In this specific scenario, spacing out ejaculations by 2 to 3 days can help ensure a higher concentration of sperm, increasing the likelihood of fertilization. Fourth is a potential decrease in desire. While it may seem counterintuitive, ejaculating too frequently can sometimes lead to lower libido. This is partly due to the brain becoming accustomed to the constant release of pleasure hormones. If your brain's reward system is constantly being activated, it can become desensitized over time, meaning you need more stimulation to achieve the same level of pleasure, and your overall spontaneous desire may decrease. Furthermore, there's the refractory period, the time a man needs to recover after an orgasm before he can become aroused again. While this period varies, constant ejaculation can keep your desire at a lower baseline. Sometimes a short period of abstinence can help reset your system and reignite that sexual spark. The fifth and final potential problem is that it can contribute to premature ejaculation and erectile dysfunction. This is especially true if daily ejaculation occurs through rapid masturbation. If you get into the habit of rushing to the finish line as quickly as possible, you are essentially training your body and brain for a sprint, not a marathon. This conditioning can be difficult to unlearn and often translates into premature ejaculation during partnered sex. Moreover, this can create a cycle of performance anxiety. Worrying about lasting longer can, in some cases, contribute to psychological erectile dysfunction, where the fear of not performing well makes it difficult to get or maintain an erection. The focus shifts from pleasure to performance, which can be damaging to a healthy sex life. Now, I know that for many men, hearing about issues like premature ejaculation and ED can be incredibly frustrating. These are common struggles, and the search for a real lasting solution can feel overwhelming. While our focus today is on understanding the science behind daily habits, I wanted to share something I came across for those of you looking for a powerful next step. It's a fascinating video that reveals a very different approach to restoring male performance. It details a bizarrely simple 7-second home remedy that is 100% natural and designed to reverse the root cause of these performance problems without any pills or injections. It's one of the most eye-opening presentations on the topic I've ever seen. If you want to discover this for yourself, point your phone's camera at the QR code you see on the screen right now. It will take you directly to the free video. For your convenience, I've also put a direct link right at the top of the pinned comments below. With that said, let's wrap up our discussion and summarize the key takeaways about ejaculating every day. So, to wrap things up, what happens if you ejaculate every day? As we've seen, it's not a simple question with a simple answer. It's a complex topic with a spectrum of potential effects. On the one hand, it can offer significant benefits from boosting your mood and improving your sleep to potentially lowering your risk for prostate cancer and strengthening your immune system. On the other hand, it carries potential risks, such as becoming a psychological compulsion and emotional crutch, or contributing to fertility and sexual performance issues, like premature ejaculation. Ultimately, the key is balance and self-awareness. There is no magic number that is right for everyone. The most important thing is to listen to your own body and mind. If ejaculating daily makes you feel good, reduces your stress, and doesn't interfere with your life, then it's likely a healthy practice for you. However, if you feel it's become a compulsion, if you're using it to avoid dealing with your emotions, or if it's causing issues in your sex life, it might be time to reassess. If you have any concerns about your sexual health, it's always best to speak with a doctor or a mental health professional. If you found this video helpful and informative, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. We'd also love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.